Hello everyone and welcome back. One of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel was to get people a little bit more familiar with what we call the Byzantine musical tradition, or at least in some shape or form. There can be a bit of a stigma attached to something by calling it Byzantine, where we automatically think that it's got to be complicated and difficult, right? And so what I'd like to do is to dispel a little bit of that stigma, and to show that these melodies are actually quite simple and quite accessible. So whether you come to church very often or not very often, I think we can benefit just from singing and listening to these melodies, and hopefully getting a bit more confidence so that you can sing them when you're in church, which if you come to our parish, you'll know I always welcome. There's nothing better than hearing voices from the congregation joining with me, because we are one community, one body, even if we have chanters and singers who are kind of acting as our voice. The more voices we have joining in, the better. So with that in mind, besides the kind of festal hymns that I want to share every once in a while, seasonally, I'd like to share the more common and repeated hymns that we employ. And one of those are the set of Resurrectional Troparion. There are 8 of these, one for each of the 8 modes in the Byzantine system, called the octoikos. And so they just go around in a cycle. We get one every week, and so we come back to the same one every couple of months. So each hymn in that cycle has a different melody and also a different text, which is quite nice. So in Orthodox hymns, everything that we do has educational value. It's about worship, it's also about education, and it's about us learning as we go and as we sing. So I'd like to read that text for you, and then I'll sing it. When the women disciples of the Lord had learned from the angel the joyful message of the resurrection, casting away the ancestral condemnation, triumphantly they said to the apostles, "Death has been despoiled, Christ God has risen, granting the world his great mercy." This is always the first of the hymns that we sing in the hymns of the day, which makes sense because the liturgy is always Paschal, is always celebrating the resurrection. After that, I'd like to sing for you the Kontakion, which is another kind of hymn that comes after the Troparia for the day. And this is one that's dedicated to the Theotokos, and is again is a very common one that we sing quite often. And the words to that are: protection of Christians that cannot be put to shame, unfailing mediation with the Maker. Do not despise the voices of us sinners as we pray, but in your love be quick to help us who cry to you with faith. Hasten to intercede, make speed to entreat, O Mother of God, for you ever protect those who honor you. Thanks very much for watching and listening. I hope to get through the whole cycle of the Resurrectional Troparia over the next few weeks. And also thank you for your patience with the poor quality of the sound, which I hope to improve soon. I need to invest in a better microphone. Thanks a lot. When the women disciples of the Lord had learned from the angel the joyful message of the resurrection, casting away the ancestral condemnation,
Triumphantly they said to the apostles, Death has been despoiled, Christ God has risen, granting the world his great mercy. Protection of Christians that cannot be put to shame, unfailing mediation with the Maker. Do not despise the voices of us sinners as we pray, but in your love be quick to help us who cry to you with faith. Hasten to intercede, make speed to entreat, O Mother of God, for you ever protect those who